There is the floor of the Metrodome where we are for this. A U.S. Hot Rod Association Truck and Tractor Pull Championships. In the middle of the four-wheel drives. And this is Tom Griffin from Winthrop, Iowa. He's a farmer. He says he's a farmer for a hobby, and his real occupation is pulling. That's what he likes to do. He's got a nice two-tone green rig here. A Ford. He's a Ford man, and a big engine, 636.
Well, it's the aluminum Ford, 636 cubic inches. He's got to take it out the gate, Ken. Let's see if he can do it. Outside.
Yes,
makes
sir.
it look easy for Tumbleweed out of Iowa.
He kind of eased into it, didn't he, Mike?
Well, he did. He started off real easy, kind of working into it as he went down the track and then built into the power. The track looks like it's going to hold together pretty good tonight, Ken. Looks like there's going to be a lot of bite to it. And I think that's going to be the key to the whole situation, is keeping the ground speed and the momentum up.
Here is the Barnstormer. This is Mark Martins out of St. John's, Michigan. The Barnstormer. Actually, it's the Barnstormer 2. 69 GMC. The 9th year of pulling for Mark. His original truck is this one, but he's redone the back end, and he's redone the front end, and he's redone the cab, so it's really his original truck in spirit only, I suppose.
Well, just about like any other pulling vehicle you've ever seen, and that is the simple fact that at one time or another, every piece on it has been redone.
I asked him how he got started. He said, well, as a kid, I loved horsepower. He always asked his dad to gun it.
Well, he is ranked very, very high this year in the points championship, having his best season.
Nice pull.
We can see why he's having his best season, as Mark Martins in the Barnstormer 2 is a force to cope with tonight.
Nice pull for the Barnstormer 2. The Blue Max.
Wally's Blue Max. Wally Harville out of Maple Park, Illinois. Big block Ford, 572 cubic inches. Wally, a long-time campaigner with the United States Hot Rod Association. He can read a track as well as anyone. See a lot of changes in Wally's truck since the last time we took a look at it. He's narrowed the front end down. He's changed the motor up quite a bit. A good job of driving on Wally's part, as he was really reaching for the end of it. Wally unfortunately drew a number that's late in the class, and as you come into each one of these events, you draw a number. That's where you go to the starting line. A beautiful job for Wally, as he ends up at 166 feet 6 3/4 inches on Wally's Blue Max, the Ford truck, 166 6 3/4.
How many sixes was that?
3.
Thank you. Well, this is the Animal. The Animal is driven by Len Hunter from Franksville, Wisconsin. 71 Jimmy, 482 under and through the hood. I like this truck, Mike.
Well, it's a beautiful truck, and you would. I think it's named after you, Ken. Mark to beat, 100. Mark Martin has the mark to beat at 191 feet 6 inches with the Barnstormer. Can anyone beat that distance tonight? It's going to be very difficult, as we're looking at a track that has kind of deteriorated. The Animal has gone to the far right-hand side. We've seen people on the left, but he's way over to the right. Let's see if the C-Pex will get a hold of the track. Got good ground speed right now. He's on his way.
A nice piece of driving, Mike. A nice piece of driving.
One of the better pulls we've seen this late in the class. That is an excellent job on the Animal. Let's watch him, Ken, as he drives it down the track a little ways, easing into it, and all of a sudden he says it's time. The truck hooks a little bit, and when he does, he just nails the throttle. He's holding back a lot longer than I thought he did, but when he trips him over, he really hooks, and hooks hard. Still holding back, and now he's into it. Right on the end of the track. That's a good run.
It's a super run. Makes you wonder how he would have done earlier in the night had he gotten a better draw.
Well, the Animal at 183.5 of an inch moves into 4th place.
We'll be back with more in just a moment from the Metrodome in Minneapolis. Metrodome. I'm Ken Brew along with Mike Galloway. Let's go down to the track in the Dusty Rose. This is a super-looking truck driven by one of the nicest people in this sport, really. This is Sarah Luckin from Winger, Minnesota.
Beautiful 1989 Ford Ranger with a large 620 cubic inch Ford motor. Sarah pulls a lot up in the Canada area.
Yes, I know. Travels with husband Lynn.
So they've got all Fords are Ford fanatics, and I don't blame them. I like Ford. Horsepower time. Let's see if Lincoln and Sarah's combination can put one of them out.
Mike, she had it dialed in real good off the start, but it looked like it just was a struggle the entire way. What happened?
Breaks the tires loose real early, Ken.
Yeah.
See, the tires are broke loose and throws up a lot of dirt. There's just not a whole lot of traction to be found on trackside at this time. Motor's up, but the ground speed is not there for the simple reason the traction is so weak. Sarah's not real happy. Pretty intense about this pulling.
Well, here is what's left after I take Mike Galloway out to dinner. This is small change. Bob Minnick. Winchester, Virginia is home for this 87 El Camino. And by the standards tonight, a real hefty 650 cubic inch engine.
He's going to need it tonight. He's there.
Boy, he gave it everything he had, too. You know that? Everything he had.
Well, the lead is in jeopardy. 191.6 was the lead, and small change may have surpassed that mark.
Bob Minnick knocking on the door tonight and unstrapping to perhaps kick it in.
Bob Minnick doing a great job showing his beautiful driving style as he just works small change down the right-hand side of the track. The gear is right. Everything worked for Bob. The truck is on top. And look, you're going to not see a whole lot of dirt come out of it. He's getting maximum traction out of small change, and it shows on that finish line as he got so close. 189, 1.5 moves him to third.
Let's go back to the pullet track for the Gambler. And this, again, just a superb-looking truck. The Gambler is from Denison, Iowa. And that's Kevin Fitterson behind the wheel.
Boy, there's a sharp, beautiful Ford truck. Kevin on his way down. You know, this track may have came around right at the end of the track. Kevin bumping on it.
Super. The engine smokes at the end, but the Gambler will take that.
Nothing to worry about.
He had just a good run, Mike, from start to finish. He really did.
All the way down. Kevin just doing an excellent job with this truck. And Kevin's been around the sport for quite some time. This is his brand new truck that he's built this year and running it just a few times this winter and done a great job as he really puts one down the track, down to the deep part, down where the money's at, Ken. You got to be down on the far end of the track to really get in the money. 189, 6.5.
And so here's how it shakes down in the 6,200-pound modified class. In third place, Kevin Finneran in the Gambler. Second place to Tom Griffin driving Tumbleweed. And our winner tonight in the Barnstormer 2, it's Mark Martin.